Today on Keto Corner, I want to talk about cereal. Do you have kids in your house that beg for cereal? I know that I do. And for years, I have really tried to get away from it. And I got it down to where I would just buy one box of cereal for Saturday mornings, and it was considered a Saturday morning treat. Since starting keto 2 years ago, though, I am disliking cereal even more. And so I stopped buying it. It's so highly processed. It's all about carbs and all about sugar. And if the sugar isn't in the box, then my kids will douse the cereal with honey. They'll douse it with sugar. And so it's still there. So recently I stopped buying it. And since then, my kids keep asking for cereal. And I've seen this recipe floating around the internet for pork rind cereal. Now I have to admit, it had no appeal to me whatsoever. I use pork rinds, crunched up to do different recipes, mainly to pan fry like chicken nuggets. But that's about it. And so I was like, I would whiz by this recipe when I saw it. And finally I'm like, look, maybe I need to try this because I really do need something. I like for them to have a little something on Saturday morning. I'm often really busy and I don't want to get into making a big breakfast. So I did try it and I liked it, to my surprise. So today I just want to walk you through the recipe so that you can try it too. So let's get started. So here are the ingredients. I've done 1 bag of pork rinds here. And the thing about the pork rinds that you want to remember is that when you read the ingredients, it should just say pork rinds and salt, or pork and salt. In this little pan here, I melted ghee and I melted coconut oil. And in this little cup, I have all the cinnamon and some salt. And in this cup, the recipe calls for vanilla. I ran out of that, so I've got almond extract here. And then I have my keto sweetener. So you can see here, this is what I used. These are all products that I got at Walmart, actually, and except for the cacao powder. Now I have this here, and I have pumpkin pie spice here as 2 other options. So I'm making like cinnamon toast crunch, but you could use the pumpkin pie spice to get more spice flavor, and you could also use cocoa powder and create a chocolate version of this as well. So now what I'm going to do, like I said, I have the melted ghee and melted coconut oil. And you do not want to use butter for this because when you heat up butter, the milk solids will separate from it and they're kind of watery. So this has to be full saturated fat and you don't want the pork rinds to get watery. Before I mix everything together, actually, I'm going to show you how to break up these pork rinds. So I did the first bag, and I'm making a double batch here. Okay, so now I'm just going to kind of flip through these, make sure there aren't any that turned out too big, because you just want them to be bite-sized pieces. But they crumble up very easily, and the little tiny pieces will kind of collect together too as you put the topping on. Okay, so let's move into the topping. So I have the melted fat here, and to that I'm going to add the sweetener, and then I'll stir that in. And I'll add the cinnamon and the salt. And it's a lot, but it really, you just want to get that real cinnamony flavor. And then lastly, I'm going to add the almond extract. Would be vanilla, but I actually love almond extract too, so I think it's a good option as well. Okay, so now I have this mixture, super easy. And I made sure that the fat wasn't just too hot. You don't want it to be like scorching hot, just melted. So now I'm going to pour some on here. And then I'm going to start stirring. Try to get it as evenly coated as possible. So I kind of do some and then stir. And then I will add some more. And I'll stir that in. Kind of like buttering popcorn. If you have ever buttered popcorn, same idea. You're trying to get it on all the little pieces so that every little nugget has some cinnamon and some salt and some sweetness to it. Okay, let me try to get the E.A.S.Y. Okay, that should do it. Okay, so there we have it. You want to take, so there's kind of what it looks like now, and it actually is going to look very similar. The next step in this recipe is refrigerating it for an hour. Okay, so an hour later, and this cereal is ready to taste. So I just want to say that the recipe for this is going to be in the show notes down below. So if you click on that little half arrow, you'll find the recipe. And also you can top this with half and half, or cream, or maybe cream cut with water, or your favorite nut milk. And all of them are really good. And so I'm just going to pour some on. You can hear it. Sounds just like cereal. Listen. Oh my gosh, can you get that? All right, so anyway, so here we go. Here's a bite. I hope you can hear the crunch. Mmm. It's really good. I hope you try it. Let me know if you try the pumpkin pie spice or the chocolate version, or maybe another flavor that you come up with. I'd love to hear your comments and know how you liked this recipe. So thanks for visiting today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.